26th Speech Emprise Event Day next year. On behalf of the staff, I wish to renew our pledge to work diligently to uphold the highest standards of teaching and learning and to make ACCRA Academy an even greater institution. Health Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you sincerely for honoring our invitation and for your continued belief in this school. May the good Lord bless us all. To my students, to be is better than to sing. ACCRA, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eric Ebo-Du. A quadruple round of applause for the headmaster. Another one will do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, a vehicle, if the owner is here, a Golf with registration number GW 3050-13, kindly attend to your vehicle. The car is Golf. The number is GW 3050-13. Kindly attend to your vehicle. A few acknowledgments before we call the Regional Director of Education to bring her speech. We want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Francis Tego, the PTA Chair for ACCRA Academy. We also want to acknowledge Dr. Bofo Paulo, International Leadership Foundation. At this point, we would like to invite here a very knowledgeable lady in education in the person of Hajia Katumi Nantoma Atta, Mrs., the Greater Accra Regional Director of Education. Please, a round of applause for Hajia. Thank you.
So long way. Sorry. Thank you very much. Prof. Chair, all protocols duly observed. Warmest congratulations to ACCRA Academy on your 95th anniversary. I joyfully associate myself to the anniversary team. Education as a catalyst for preserving heritage, driving innovation, and empowering future leaders. As Regional Director of Education, I am honored to celebrate this remarkable milestone with you. 9 decades plus of academic excellence, shaping young lads and minds and contributing to national development is truly commendable. From humble beginnings to an institution of repute, ACCRA Academy, Ghana's premium unisex school, has consistently produced outstanding individuals who have made significant impacts in various fields. I commend the visionary founders, dedicated staff, and countless alumni who have worked tirelessly to make ACCRA Academy a beacon of learning center. Your legacy continues to inspire current and future generations. May ACCRA Academy continue to foster a culture of excellence, discipline, innovation, and inclusivity, empowering students to become leaders and change makers. I am confident that the school will keep striving for greatness, contributing to Ghana's socio-economic development. Wishing you many more years of excellence and success. ACCRA, ACCRA. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hajia. Very short and straight to the point. Another round of applause for her, please. A few acknowledgements here. Please acknowledge His Lordship Nathaniel Hebo, the President of BLEO 94 SS. Mr. Raymonido Labi, the President of BLEO 94 O-Level. Professor Samuel N.S. Simpson, President of BLEO 96. Patrick Honya, Secretary of BLEO 96. Eli Plin Hobavi, Assistant Headmaster Ashaman SHS. Sarah Gershon, Assistant Head Tema SHS. Madame Rita Opon, Assistant Head Frafraha Community SHS. Madame Sylvia M. Tay, Headmistress Kimbu SHS. SHTS. I beg your pardon. Eja Kwame Ado, Atlas Pharmacy. Dr. Patrick Owusu Asare, BLEO 11. Please, a round of applause for them. Joel Atta Hayford, International Leadership Foundation. Mrs. Vera, Assistant Headmistress Laboni SHS. Mr. Joseph Kwesi Apia, Reverend, Assistant Headmaster Academics Accra Girls. He said BLEO B. BLEO B Solomon Lomote, Assistant Headmaster Academics Odogono SHS. The fans is flowing. And then Emmanuel Kusi, Organizer, BLEO 96. Thank you very much. At this point, I would like to invite a lady here to do this wonderful introduction. Put your hands together and let's invite Patricia Anna Mensah.
Professor Chairman, His Lordship, the Board Chair and members of the Board of Governors, the Headmaster and former heads of this great institution, Regional and Metro Directors of Education, Muniko Layamashi III, Paramount Chief of the ACCRA Traditional Area, heads and representatives of sister schools present, distinguished guests, staff, BLEO B, parents and guardians, students, ladies and gentlemen. I feel greatly honored and privileged to be the one to introduce our guest speaker for this august occasion. Our guest speaker's journey is one marked by academic excellence, professional distinction, and unwavering commitment to justice. He began his education path at ACCRA Academy, where he obtained both his ordinary and advanced level certificates. He then proceeded to the University of Ghana, graduating in 2001 with a first-class honors Bachelor of Laws degree. Following his call to the Ghana Bar in 2003 after training at the Ghana School of Law, he continued to distinguish himself on the global stage. He earned not one, but 2 Master of Laws degrees, first in Marine and Environmental Law from the Schulich School of Law in Canada, and then in Securities, Regulation and Business Corporations from Cornell Law School in the United States. Since 2006, our guest speaker for today's occasion has contributed significantly to academia by teaching criminal law, international humanitarian law, and legal research and writing at the University of Ghana School of Law. Beyond academia, Mr. Chairman, he has served in several high-profile roles, including founding managing partner of Cromwell-Gray LLP, vice chairman of the Appeals Committee of the Ghana Football Association, and chairman of the Electronic Communications Tribunal of Ghana. Today, he serves our nation as the Special Prosecutor of Ghana, a role in which he leads the fight against corruption, promotes accountability, and upholds the rule of law. He is also a respected scholar with several journal publications to his name and contributions to legal literature, including works of conflicts of laws in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, his life is a testament to excellence, discipline, and service, values we seek to instill in our students today. Dear students, let this journey remind you that with focus, integrity, and hard work, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your dreams are valid, and your future is bright. And so, with hearts lifted in gratitude and spirits open to receive, let us rise, if we may. Let us rise, boys. Let us rise, if we may, with one accord and warm anticipation, and extend a warm, gracious, and resounding welcome to a man prepared for such a time as this, our distinguished speaker, Mr. Kisi Ajapin.
Alema in Selenoko Mlangi Oglanu Kana Konya Awulete Hamadu Alema Amefeba Feko Imene Ghana OSBS Bohu Ono Hiama Mlikpen no Owo Accra kan here nyam Kewale Atseshi no nga Feni mo assembly no kewo awie Oi, voilà donc.
Our landlord, below 76, Nini Kwe Olai Amashi, the second. The third, I have been misled. Sorry, the third. ACCRA Manchewulu, below 73, Board Chair, Justice Jones Toche, below 94, Prof. Chair, Headmaster, the Regional and Metro education directors, other heads of high schools gathered here, ladies and gentlemen, students, parents, why do we go to school? Why do we educate ourselves? If I were to take a poll of our young scholars here regarding these questions, one golden thread will seem to weave through their responses, dovetailing into this: to secure a decent existence for oneself. And so, for each person, the desired existence may be attained with the conscientious exertion of the requisite effort by the application of the experiences and knowledge store gathered over years of tutelage to bear upon one's chosen vocation. This is the overriding signature of the human condition, and which sets us apart from other species. We do not just seek to eat, reproduce, and die as other living species appear to simply do. We strive to thrive through the establishment of systems, constructs, and inventions by which we aim at mastery over our surroundings to secure our sustenance. And throughout the evolution of mankind, we have always sought to improve our condition by the acquisition of knowledge and skills. In the modern era, we have set up formal education institutions in which we encamp ourselves for instruction by persons deemed versed in the area of study for a set time, at the end of which we are examined and passed out as having obtained satisfactory appreciation of the purpose for the training. Thereafter, we hope to attain something useful for ourselves, as our young scholars gathered here hope to. On another score, the rise of statehood and nationalism has been such, and from all indications it will continue to be so, that humanity's quest to improve its condition has been marked by the desire to form alliances with persons who are proximate to us by location, by consanguinity, by affinity, or belief systems, in opposition to others we classify as foreign or others, and our ultimate design of dominating others. It is true what they say, that the world is run on self-interest. After all, what has been the point of all the wars we have waged, and we continue to wage on each other from antiquity till now? Indeed, even where the enemy at the gates was not seeking to stay to take over your lands, but just to pillage and plunder as he moved along, it had the purpose of debasing the vanquished and depriving him of his built-up store of possessions and civilization to the benefit of the conqueror by the enlargement of his possessions and maybe his civilization. And so it has been that where two civilizations clash, the stronger swallows up the weaker, which then invariably loses its real identity and optimal development. The lesson history teaches us is brutally simple. Do not be weak. Do not stay in deprivation, lest you be swallowed up by others. This is because no matter how you wish to be left alone and to remain peacefully isolated from others, at some point, some others will notice you and take an interest in whatever resources they suspect you to be sitting on. In saying this, Mr. Chair, I should not be characterized as nationalistic. On the contrary, I'm merely stating the reality of the ordinary circumstances of mankind, to awaken in us the real need to build a meaningfully fit society for ourselves. No one will do it for us. And it seems to me that a major assured way by which we may forge decent existence for ourselves is our educational model. In my estimation, the answer lies in the shaping of young minds through a well-crafted and efficiently administered educational system alive to our context in preserving our heritage, driving innovation, and empowering future leadership, which is our theme. On this score, I would be remiss not to recall that by reason of being a former British colony, Our education was modeled on what the colonialists thought fit to churn us out as their half-baked appendages, not for our sakes, but to suit their purposes of a workforce designed to carry out the basics of colonial administration and rudimentary commerce. The later establishment of the University of Ghana by the colonial government 9 years before independence did not significantly turn around this model. So, our lot was that our own languages were banished from schools as uncultured vernacular. And the older folk here can all relate how they were flogged in school for speaking their own languages. Our languages became unspeakable taboos. Our culture and traditions were labeled barbarous. Indeed, with the added pinch of the advent of Christianity and Islam, our heritage was further eroded to the point that the vast majority of us, and all of us here, bear Christian names, Jewish names, European names, and Arabic first names. And among the majority Christian South, it is not uncommon for persons without foreign first names to be asked, "What is your Christian name?" And I ask, to what purpose? Further, a good number of our cities, towns, and villages have lost their ancestral and real identities, either by change of name or misnomer spellings to suit European tongues. Curiously, we seem to proudly maintain such names, spellings, and renditions 69 years after independence. Let me ask, why do we still insist on calling it Ashanti region when it should be Asante? Why is Kumasi spelled Kumasi? Why do we call them Akims when they are Achim? Why still spell it Kibi when it is Chebi? Why Cape Coast instead of Ogwe? Why Elmina instead of the ancestral Edna? And why is Ejisu rendered Ejisu? I could go on and on. My point is this: we are losing ourselves, and with ourselves, our aspirations. We are not recognizable. We are copying hard to be like others. We make believe that we are like them, and they make believe that they believe we are like them. Yet we know we are not like them, and they know we are not like them. In the end, we are not us anymore. We are not them either, those we are copying and hoping to become. We are in the in-between, and sometimes more of them than us. And yet we cannot be like them, and we are unable to be like us. What then are we now? Us? Them? As them? I do not know. Motion pictures like Our Ancestors Heritage Africa, which premiered in 1989, sought to drive home the point of the unhappy consequences of being caught in the in-between, of losing one's identity in favor of another's, and not quite becoming that other one sought to become. The movie's blurb reads that the protagonist, Kwesi Atta Busumefi, abandons his African heritage, changing his name to Quincy Arthur Busumfield. Kwesi became Quincy, Atta became Arthur, and Busumefi became Busumfield, just to become Ghana's first black district commissioner, ostensibly for acceptance by the white man. And then, a series of humiliating encounters and an internal struggle lead him back to his Ghanaian identity. The movie Heritage Africa too vividly captures our circumstances. This pointless existential dilemma jolts us on occasion to reckon that the loss of our heritage is retarding our progress. This then begets in us a sort of awakening to be our own. But that periodic consciousness is always but a glimmer of hope, and never a full glare of real hopefulness. It is always too feeble to turn the narrative, as that self we seek to awaken appears to be long gone, and we sink back into our identity predicament. It is like a state of non-identity and nothingness of existence, caught cyclically in the in-between, and its attendant perpetual underachievement. Mr. Chair, Therefore, in my estimation, our educational system must securely preserve our heritage for any meaningful, desirable impact on our condition. Without such a quest, we lose our very selves, our legacy, our traditions, our achievements, our beliefs, our history, our thoughts, and our identity. And on this consideration, our creative ability in novelty of ideas, methods, and devices is impaired. And also on this consideration, the promotion of actualization and influence is hampered. My thesis is that the preservation of heritage drives innovation, which in turn empowers future leadership. Therefore, we should employ and characterize education as a catalyst for preserving heritage, driving innovation, and empowering future leadership to assure for ourselves gratifying existence. These building blocks will then serve as the foundation upon which our human resources, and by translation our nation, would experience a renaissance of productivity and output for the ages. Do not get me wrong. I am not proposing isolationism. I am not suggesting in the least that we should not adopt and assimilate aspects of foreign experiences and knowledge which would work for us. Indeed, the greatest empires thrived on adopted and assimilated visionary foreign constructs of thought and deeds. At all costs, we should enhance our circumstances with enlightened innovation and knowledge wherever it may emanate. However, we should not lose ourselves and our very identities in the process. Rather, we should absorb same into our systems while projecting our very essence. And so, almost 100 years ago, 4 young men nurtured convergent dreams of the institution of an establishment of instruction tailored to the African identity and modeled on the pursuit of wholesome development of the former British colony of the Gold Coast, specifically targeted at the brilliant but deprived. They were quite remarkable in their very young ages, upon which their unified dream will be realized a few years later in 1931, when they founded the ACCRA Academy, the first privately founded high school, and the first high school in Ghana founded without the assistance of the state, a church, or a group. This extraordinary innovation, actualized by 4 young men in their 20s in the late 1920s and early 1930s, erected an educational philosophical construct which should have served as a model for instruction countrywide. This is because it was aimed at rapid development through the preservation of heritage, driving innovation, and empowering future leadership. This was not lost on me, even at the tender age of 11, when I entered the ACCRA Academy in September 1989, with my colleagues who are seated directly in front of me. Can we see you? Thank you very much. At that age, Ghana's criminal jurisprudence presumed me as incapable of committing a crime, as lacking the ability and discretion to properly distinguish between good and evil at age 11. Yet, within a few weeks of schooling, the ACCRA Academy model had stamped in us a maturity and enlightened appreciation of the world far beyond our years. My father had previously walked the walls of the ACCRA Academy in the 1960s. And my brother, who comes directly after me, will do so in the 2000s. It is a family thing, you may say. As one approached the KG Konwa Hall, which served as the assembly hall of the academy, one could not miss the large school crest embossed atop the entrances in solid blue and yellow painted concrete, with the school motto boldly heralding the base of the crest, Ese Kwam Wideri, to be rather than to seem. The founders of the school wisely chose as his motto an often quoted portion of Cicero's famous words in his essay on friendship: Virtute enim ipsa non tam multi praedeti esse quam videri volunt. Few are those who wish to be endowed with virtue rather than to seem so. The school's motto, beyond the call to the individual to uphold honesty as his policy, stands firmly for the preservation of our heritage through education. It teaches us to stay true to ourselves. We owe this to ourselves. Then as one entered the KG Konwa Hall, one noticed a large inscription serving as a backdrop above the podium. Non-CB, said Alice, not for self, but for others. We were reminded daily of this quote. It was strategically placed in the assembly hall in such a way that it was unmissable, and we stared at it daily, sometimes musing to ourselves as to why the school had more than one motto. Its message was clear, that we should eschew self-serving conduct and be each other's keeper. It is intended to instill prioritization of selfless dedication to causes. This is the true hallmark of empowering future leadership. This is the real mark of a man, not for self, but for others. Directly opposite the second motto on the other end of the hall, and in equally unmissable fashion adorning the balcony under which the observer exits the hall through the main doorways, is yet a third motto. Non scholae sed vitae discimus. We do not learn for school, but for life. This sets store that we should not engage in the enterprise of education for the sake of passing exams and collecting academic laurels, but that tutelage should focus on the skills required for thriving in real life. This motto is the ultimate driver of innovation through education. It formed the foundation of the ACCRA Academy, and it is little wonder that products of the school, including me, flourish so admirably beyond academics in all vocations and in all aspects of life. I see Nathan Kwabena, is smiling. So for the outsider who did not know, now you know. The ACCRA Academy has 3 mottos, a main one etched on the school crest and 2 others shining through in the KG Konwa Hall, which together account for the sheer forcefulness of the school and its products. I see Mr. Robert Coleman pondering. Then again, the school has 3 anthems. A main one which serves as the school anthem proper, and 2 others which are described as the school hymn and the school song respectively. I recall all 3, especially the school anthem and the school song, to further buttress my point that the philosophical foundation upon which the ACCRA Academy was modeled should serve as a blueprint for the application of education as a catalyst for preserving heritage, driving innovation, and empowering future leadership. The commencement of the school song, which is characterized by deep and thoughtful words, states, "A heart bereft of song that takes the counsel of the wise, a head so poised to brave the mill, and therefore picks a course to rise, a hand that works in conscience clear, unprompted by no human ties, the through-in this that rears in man for all the time his sterlingness." Our sterlingness is our highest standard of achievement. This is attainable through outstanding quality, a blue ribbon form of education. Mr. Headmaster, let us pay heed then to the school song. For all the time our sterlingness will be born of education that preserves our heritage, to assure our place on the global scene as a force to reckon. Education that builds and encourages innovation, so we do not remain stagnant in an ever-changing world. Education that forges exemplary leadership to avoid directionless and purposeless development. And it is upon the careful shaping of the truing or trinity of human productivity, heart, head, and hand, that this will be attained. Our education model should nurture our hearts to discuss stubborn will and to take wise counsel, steady our heads to ride all storms, and train our hands to excel. And on that score, I recall the school anthem to this effect. Let us build nations of men. Let us make great men of them. Through generations of scholars tutored to preserve our heritage and drive innovation and exemplary leadership. And on this call, all of you permit me then to hail our founders. Kofi George Konwa, Owalano. James Akwe Ham Ado, Owalano. Samuel Niels Awulete, Owalano. Godfred Naku Alema, Overlord. Permit me also to honor some of my teachers. Vincent Birch Freeman, headmaster. Beatrice Loko, later headmistress. Owura Eric Bekun, Tree. Eva Mensah, mathematics. David Akwe, senior hallmaster. Vivian Campbell, geography. James Odonko, chemistry. Kwesi Gatetego, English. George Meyer, general paper. James Myers, literature in English. Ni Kwansa Abe Ashon, physics. Joseph Emmanuel Sapon, sports. Gideon Korte, music, choir master. And Kofi Jakbasu, alias Fleming, government. Indeed, the foundation of what you see now is partly their doing, forged in fire of learning not for school, but for life. Ese Kwan Wideri, true to that spirit may we always live. Long live the Accra Academy. God bless Ghana. God bless us all. Accra.
More quadruple clap for the OSP, Mr. Kisi Ejabin Esquire. Another one will do. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Kisi Ejabin. A few acknowledgements. Mrs. Margaret Frimpong Korea, former Metro Director of Education and now a board member of Accra Academy. We have also Dr. Godwin Jokoto, Senior Lecturer, University of Ghana Law School. Apostle Raymond Austin Lamte. Please, a round of applause. All the way from the US of A, because of this 95th speech day, we have Anthony Kobna Lincoln, we call him Soldier, from the US of A. Nathaniel Ni Impata Teteneti, he is acting Director, Internal Audit, is part of PLEO 95. Dr. Abdulrazak Kwao, Medical Superintendent for Mamobi General Hospital. At this point, we have one PLEO B who are celebrating their 50 years and they have a goodwill message. I would like to introduce the president. Is no person than Ambassador R.O. Solomon, the former assistant board chair for Accra Academy. He is the president for PLEO 76. Oh, please do it better. Ambassador R.O. Solomon, please. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Accra. As I say Accra, I remember Dr. Blevo. He was calling Accra with such vigor that if you didn't hear, then you needed to visit your doctor. Accra! Good. Mr. Chairman, if you permit me, I stand on previous protocols mentioned. PLEO 76. We were here way back in 71. Somebody has mentioned being here at 11 years. Some of us here were here between 11 and 15 years. I think one was 16. He is now past 71. So all of us below 76 are in the range of 67 to 71. It's exciting for us to join you today in the celebration of the Speech and Prize Giving Day. We are particularly excited because this is our 50th year that we left school in 1976. We were here for 5 years. In those 5 years, we learned a lot. We met a lot. And we got integrated in one aspect of our lives in this country, language. I remember very well that anybody who came from outside Accra to this school, within the 5 years, you live learning, speaking, and understanding the Ghana language. That is the instrument of integration ACCRA offered to our brothers from outside Accra. ACCRA, I hope that in this generation, you are still making efforts to get integrated in the same manner, learning the language. It is an instrument that opens doors. It is an instrument that helps integrate. You go anywhere, you speak the person's language, you get the opportunity to enter the person's heart. ACCRA, we will not say much. We will say that we are very grateful to have been in ACCRA Academy, and we have been very grateful also to have participated in almost all school programs. Our contribution for this year has already been mentioned. We must say that we will not live here without acknowledging one of our members on whose shoulders the boards and graph boards were provided. He is Mr. Engineer Sean. I will give a round of applause to Mr. Sean. He is interested, but he doesn't want to be on the day, so he's there in the corner. If you can see him, Mr. Sean. Mr. Sean provided the money for the purchase of the graph boards and the marker boards for the class. We will say that this will not be the end of our contributions to the school. We have once sponsored a student from this school after the prize giving day, the person who won the best science subjects. We sponsored him through medical school. And we know he's recorded this in our 85th anniversary brochure. He recorded our contribution to his education after ACCRA Academy. We haven't finished. We are still doing what we can, and we are ready to respond to a call from the school to support the school. We won't leave here without mentioning that we intend as Below 76 to honor our member who has supported us financially and emotionally. He is an engineer, that's engineer Nick Limisuashon. We want his name to be mentioned in this school every year that you have Speech and Prize Giving Day. His special area was mathematics. So Below 76, we are instituting in his name Below 76 Emmanuel Nick Limisuashon Prize for the best student in mathematics for each class every year. ACCRA, we will thank you for the opportunity to be part of you, to have lived with you, and we will continue to live with you. Thank you very much.
Can we do a better one, a quadruple? Let's go. Ambassador R.O. Solomon. Thank you so much for this support for the school. ACCRA is very much grateful. Now I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Margaret Frimpong Korea, former Metro Director of Education and now a board member of our great school, ACCRA Academy. A round of applause for Mrs. Margaret Frimpong Korea. At this point, we would like to introduce Madam Ruth Amakudia to do some few introduction for us. A round of applause for her, please.
Thank you, MC. Professor Chairman, with kind permission, I would like to stand on the already established protocols to introduce the guest of honor for today's function. It is my singular honor and privilege to introduce our guest of honor for today's occasion. Born at Odoko and proudly hailing from Boise in Accra, this illustrious son of this great institution is a proud member of the BLEO 1994 year group, business class, who embodies the true spirit of Accra Academy, Ese Convideri, translated to be rather than to seem. After leaving Accra Academy in 1994, our guest of honor furthered his academic pursuit at the University of Ghana, Legon, earning a Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology and Philosophy, and later an MBA in Finance from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Mr. Chairman, the life of our guest of honor stands as a shining testament of authenticity, integrity, and excellence. Indeed, he is not just one who merely appears to serve, he truly serves. He is an accomplished, disciplined, and highly respected officer of the Ghana Prison Service, with over 23 years of dedicated and exemplary service to the nation. His illustrious career has seen him serve in key and strategic capacities at Kumasi Central Prison and in Sawam Medium Security Prison, where he made remarkable and impactful contributions to inmate welfare, rehabilitation, and institutional development. He currently serves as the proactive and resourceful Chief Logistics and Supply Officer at the prison's headquarters. Ladies and gentlemen, it may interest you to know that our guest of honor is not only a local player, but also an international star. His professional journey has been enriched by numerous specialized and international training programs in security, intelligence, and modern correctional management. On the international stage, he contributed significantly to prisons reform and strengthening of correctional system. Between May 2011 and February 2023, he served with distinction under the United Nations Mission and in the Democratic Republic of Congo as Strategic Prison Reform Development Planning Officer for Correction Advisory Units, United Nations Stabilization Mission, and as a correction expert on security and strategy with Uvera Urban Prison, South Kivu. Ladies and gentlemen, beyond his professional accomplishments, he is admired for his exceptional leadership, unwavering commitment to service, and strong discipline. He also once served as a dynamic captain of the University of Ghana football team, demonstrating teamwork, resilience, and excellence both on and off the field. It is therefore not surprising that between November 2023 to April 2025, he became the Director of Sports at Medium Security Prisons in Sawam. It goes without saying that he couldn't have reached this far without the solid backing of a dedicated helper, He is happily married to a gorgeous woman with 2 beautiful children. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate 95 years of excellence, let us remember that Accra Academy is not just a school. It is a tradition, a standard, and a legacy. Accra, with a standing ovation and a resounding round of applause, please help me give a distinguished guest of honor, Deputy Director of Prisons, Mr. Ayetemu Ama, a warm and enthusiastic and well-deserved welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. May you please resume your seat. Please be seated. Gan fọmọki ni ayite prison foe anokwelo onupa prison foe afẹ anokwelo onupa ni otuni ni otuni wa adenche Accra Academy fẹ ena onutumo ni mene wonabu ni wonkwa oye ni okewo ari onutumo ne kewo abari ni owo wonga kewo ari ni owo ofenga koni noni ehani obato moni oto oto no ni woto noni woto wo fi ni wo ajobu ta ni omanye ablawo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A round of applause for that gentleman. This is marvelous. This is Accra Academy. Thank you. You know, Accra Academy, we did form. All right, thank you very much. Ochuni. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time we've been waiting for. In fact, I want us to give another big round of applause to our guest speaker. We were just enjoying the poetic, it was amazing. And sir, please, people are requesting if you make your speech available. That's it. Thank you very much, sir. So it's available. Thank you. At this juncture, I want to award deserving student. And you see, when I say deserving student, the war skillers are not happy, but this is the time. We want to invite our work committee as we give award to deserving student. Please, a round of applause to the awards committee, chaired by the assistant headmaster in charge of academics.
All right, so as we wait for Mr. Isaac Trinibua, head of academics, assistant head of academics for Accra Academy, a few acknowledgements. Give to Krantima Headmistress Osudoku SHTS, please. So a round of applause. Mrs. Sarah Trinibua Kodia, assistant head domestic, St. Margaret Mary SHTS. And we have Mr. Benjamin Duncan, St. Mary's SHS. Mr. Theophilus Peace Fenu, assistant head domestic, Accra Maman SHS. Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Eric S. Boy, Headmaster Forces SHTS. Mr. Kwame Odoi Dankwa, KOD, Aoba Treasurer. And once again, Dr. Godwin Jokoto, University of Ghana, Senior Lecturer, University of Ghana Law School. Mr. Joseph K. Abusa, Headmaster, Olam SHS Tema. Headmistress of Ningo SHTS, Madame Rahel Kofi. Reverend Divine Bubu, Headmaster, Ajin Kotoku SHS. Madame Vicentia Chre Enum AJ, Headmistress Chemu SHTS. Madame Constance Amofa, Headmistress Ganata. Madame Vida Entry, Headmistress Lashibi Community SHS. And then, last but not the least, Rebecca Aka, Rep from St. Mary's SHS 95. Shall we give another round of applause for the awards committee? Mr. Isaac Trinibua. Okay. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now the presentation of awards. Now the first set of awards, we want to invite the board chairman, His Lordship, Justice Jones Maunondoti, to do us the honors. The first to receive this award is the primus inter pares of the student body, the senior school prefect, in the person of Master Nico Kwame-Do. Master Do is taking 3 awards. First, in economics, a citation from the International Leadership Foundation, ILF, and the Emmanuel Bediako Bruce Atta Prize for Senior Prefect, sponsored by the Endowment Fund. The next one goes to Gabriel Kwatin. Gabriel Kwatin. SRC General Secretary. This is also a certificate from ILF, International Leadership Foundation. Thank you, His Lordship. We now call on Madame Evelyn S. Wabia, Headmistress, Accra High School, to do us the honors. Now, she is presenting awards to the 2025 National Science and Math Quiz contestants, and there are 4. The award goes to the following students: Nana Ofe Addison, Eric Sechi Dampari, Michael Mauli Ahadi, and Jake Sebefia. They receive a cash award of 500 Ghana cedis each from the National Science and Math Quiz Focus Group. The third one.
So Madam says she will continue.
Okay.
As we call her.
Yes. Okay. So, Madam, will continue for us. The next one is Ambassador Major General F. Edu Amanfu Award for the overall best cadet, and it goes to Clifford Sowa Tete. Madam. The next one is Bryson Wasina MVP prize for the top scorer on the school's football team. It goes to Joseph Namuk. Next, Rafin Timedu best goalie prize for the top goalkeeper on the school team. It goes to Sebastian Osei. The next one is the General George Pattington Award for top track athlete, and this goes to Brian Goodwill Owusu. Next, Captain of Ote Kojo Cadet Prize for top field athletes, and this goes to Shalom Kojo Nkrumah Kumsin. The next one is Abe Ashon Award for second best all-round sportsman. And this one goes to Samuel Edu. Yes. At this juncture, I want to call on Nunya Gadebeku to come closer here to do us the honors. That is blow 84. I can see him running towards this place. Still strong. And he wants to exhibit his running skills. This award is Blow B, Francis Kinsley Ni Pane Tate. Blow 83 award for outstanding track and field athlete, and it comes with a trophy and a cash prize. The facilitator and sponsor of this award is Blow B, Nunya Gadebeku, Blow 84, and goes to Mark Sadia Kennedy the third. The next one is J.E. Sapon Award for first best all-round sportsman, and it goes to Eric Desekuma. Master Desekuma is picking 2 prestigious awards. The other one is Blaubi Ni Aikai Argentete, Blau 51 awards for overall sports personality. I want to also reiterate that the presenter of this award, that is Nunya Gadebeku, was a sports prefect. The awardee also received Blaubini Aikan Ajindete, is the originator of the beloved chant Accra Aka Bleo. The facilitator and sponsor of this award is Blaubi Nunya Gadebeku. Thank you. I now invite Reverend Father George Obin Apa to do us the honors. The headmaster of St. Thomas Aquinas. The person to receive the first of this set of awards is James Kazlan Foley, second in English language. Next, Omar Farouk Aliu, first in core mathematics. Next, Herbert Gidisu, first in social studies. This is followed by Cecil Afram Anyinakwa, third in social studies. Next, Joseph Mwenu Botier, second in integrated science. Next, Enoch Ataba Ando, second in integrated science. Nigeria. Form 3 is one school now. Form 3 is one school. Form 3 hours. Yeah.
So far, these are Form 3 awards.
Okay. Okay. So far, these are Form 3 awards given to the Form 3 students. Let's give it to Reverend. He has done well. Reverend, thank you very much. The next set, I want to invite Mr. Paul Ejiri Mensah, the headmaster, Kaneshi Senior High Technical School, to do us the honors. And the former senior hall master, ACCRA Academy. The first person, Abednego Ni Ade Ansa, second in integrated science. Next, Nana Ofei Awiri Addison, second integrated science. Okay. Calvin Labi, the next one, first in biology. The next one is Jake Sebefia, first in physics. Followed by Rian Salom Yao Ata, first in geography. The next one is Harry Ni Oko Lai, joint first in music. The next one is Chris Nathan Delali Amenino, first in French. Next one is Ablo Darlington Ablo, first in Ghanaian language, specifically Gan. Next, Alekam Abenya, first in sculpture. The next one is Minshak Matthias Achampong, first in accounting, first in financial accounting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the headmaster of Kaneshi Senior High Technical School. You can. I think that's one. Okay. Now we move to multiple awards, and I would like to invite Mr. Matthew Honu, Assistant Head Administration at Chimota School, to do us the honors. The first goes to Michael Apia, first in business management, first in relative ICT. Omai. He's gone. Oh, okay. Please, Madame Pelabeto, can you do us the honors? Madame Pelabeto. Yes. Sorry. Emmanuel Kofi Bakwin, first in animal husbandry and first in general agriculture. Next, Nana Opoku Boatin, first in general knowledge in arts and first in graphic design. Next, Cole Blanson, first in integrated science, second in core mathematics. The next one is Macmillan Ajay Sapong, first in leatherwork, first in picture making. Next, Samuel Isaac Amano, third in English language and third in core mathematics. The next one is King David Ni Amasakwe, first in English language, Nathan Crow Prize for best in English language, sponsored by Endowment Fund. The last of this set is Master Clement Asari, first in Christian religious studies, joined first in history and joined first in music. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, Madam. I would like to invite Mrs. Justin I. Apau, Accra Metro Director of Education, to do us the honors. And the first one goes to Master Joel Jojo Baden Adiko, first in government, joined first in history, first in literature in English. The Gogovi Prize for Best in English and Literature, an award specially sponsored by Blow 74. S.O. Kwao. The award comes with a certificate and a cash amount of 500 Ghana cedis. B.S. Egan Prize for Best General Arts Student, sponsored by Endowment Fund. B.C. Egan Prize for Best General Arts Student, sponsored by Endowment Fund. The next, Michael Balfour Esiedu, first in chemistry, first in relative mathematics. E.N. Omabo Prize for Best Mathematics Student, sponsored by the Endowment Fund. Ni Abe Ashon Prize for Best Chemistry Student, sponsored by Ambassador R.O. Solomon. Dr. Ajay Sowa Prize for Best Elective Mathematics Student, sponsored by Dr. Ajay Sowa, Blow 74. At this juncture, if Dr. Sowa is here, he can join the presenter to present this award, if he is here. The next one goes to Master Wisdom Edem Agwesi, first in business management, first in costing, first in economics, second in social studies. Dora Jawo Prize for Best Economic Student, sponsored by the Endowment Fund. Felix Addo Prize for Best Business Students, sponsored by Endowment Fund. Let's give it to him. Give him fun, he deserves it. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. I would like to invite Madam Barbara Juliet Thompson, Headmistress, Weswick Grammar Senior High School, to do us the honors. This award goes to Form 2 students. That goes to Form 2 students. Subject awards. All recipients of Form 2 subjects. Awards. They will additionally receive a t-shirt from Atlas Pharmacy. And then let's acknowledge their great gesture with applause. The first one go to Matthew Keynote Agu, first in accounting, financial accounting. Next, Ajunopoku Ajeman Odum, first in biology. The next one goes to Gilbert Ni Obodai Soja, first in business management. Next, Daryl Oko Anan, first in cost accounting. The next one goes to Emmanuel Papayao Aka Yensu, first in Christian religious studies. The next one goes to Emmanuel Chematin Sakodie, first in English language. The next one goes to Michael Kwe Labi Owanzuki, second in English language. I want to ask one. Doing so well. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Madam. I would like to invite Mr. Hayford P.K. Dakun, Assistant Head, Domestic, Presec Legon, to do us the honors. And the first one goes to Bless Kopina, third in English language. The next one is Harris Lativi Plaka, first in French. Next, Ali Ni Okai Kwe, first in Ghanaian language, specifically Ghana. Next, Leslie Akbalu, first in geography. Next, Jackson Bodu Asari, first in general agriculture. The next one goes to Nanasika Banahini Jr., first in graphic design. The next one goes to Kwabena Opoku Afriye Boatin, first in history. Next, Alvin Siedu Adai, first in ICT core. Thank you very much, sir. I would like to invite Mr. Emmanuel Damte, Headmaster, Tema Manhia Senior High School, to do us the honors. Let's give it to him. Give it to him as it comes. The first one goes to Joseph Nanayao Adom, second in ICT core. Next, Mustafa Ibrahim Abbas, third in ICT core. The next one goes to Victor Yao Azioda, third in ICT core. Next, Emmanuel Fremponadu, first in elective ICT. Next, George Ampadu Osei, first in integrated science. Next, Caleb Takiyaboy, second in integrated science. And the next one goes to Samuel Amakon, third in integrated science. Next, Macmillan J. Sapon, first in leatherwork. And the last of this set goes to Gideon Kumi Abropa, first in core mathematics. Okay, sir, thank you very much. Sir, okay. I would like to invite Mr. Isaac Ban, Assistant Head Academic, English Amman from Senior High Technical School, to do us the honors. And the first one goes to Wisdom Kofi Osaboti, second in core mathematics. Next, Emmanuel Papa Kofi Jamfi, third in core mathematics. The next one goes to Hasbury Obin, first in music. Next, Robert Oboku Jr., first in physical education. Next, Noble Bote Akwete, second in physical education. The next one goes to Salisu Abdullahi, third in physical education. Next, Marcin Boating, first in physics. Let's give it to him. Okay. This gentleman represented the school at the shark quiz. And so let's give it to him. The next one goes to Rudolph Owusu, first in social studies. Next, Frederick Dazi, second in social studies. Next, Kweku Ejapon Entry, third in social studies. I have to read it. Last one. We now call on Master Larini Ayikwe Kwe. Is the last one to receive first in literature in English, Charles Autry Award for Best Student in Literature in English. This award is sponsored by Blow 89 through the Endowment Fund. The award comes with a cash prize. Thank you, sir. At this juncture, permit me to read this Reverend William Foliga Prize for Persistent Excellence in Academic Performance. This award is sponsored by our Honorable Headmaster, Mr. Eric Bose, in honor of his mentor, Reverend William Foliga, who himself was a headmaster of this great institution. We shall humbly call on Reverend Gar to do us the honor of presenting the award. The Reverend William Foliga Prize for Persistent Excellence in Academic Performance is a very special award which goes to a student who consistently scores straight A1s semester after semester. And the winner of this award is Master Kwaku Owuredudako, a final year science student. Kwaku, we expect to count you among the school's 8As at the 2026 WASI examination. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Reverend God.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So you have to invite them. Invite them. Now this is the Brown 76 Excellence Award, and we would like to invite them to do us the honors. Their reps, if they are here, they should walk majestically to the podium to present the award for us. 76. Blau 76, are they here? Yes. The Block 76 year group has so generously introduced and fully funded 6 special awards, namely overall best agriculture science student, overall best general art student, overall best visual art student, overall best science student, overall best business student, and overall best student. Each award goes with a special congratulatory message and a certificate in branded folder, in addition to a total cash amount of 7,000 Ghana cedis, laptop bags, and 1 laptop for the overall best student. The award recipients are multiple award winners. In our bid to ensure time effectiveness, their other awards will be presented contemporaneously with the Below 76 prize. Now to the award winners. The first one, Master Abdul Samid Muhammad, is taking 2 awards. First in animal husbandry, Below 76 prize, overall best agriculture science student. The next one, we have Master Jaden Beidu, first in government, Boachi Yadon Prize for Best General Art Student, sponsored by the Endowment Fund. Then Blow 76 Prize for overall Best General Art Student. Then the next one is Master Kalipapesi Ajari. He received seminar from Academic City University. First in chemistry, first in native mathematics. Award from Dr. Patrick Asari, Kofma Foundation. The award is worth $100. And let's take a prize for best mathematics student, sponsored by the Endowment Fund. Blow 76 prize for overall best science student. We want to invite Dr. Asari to join the presenters to present this award. The next one is Master Prince John Dankwa, first in general knowledge in arts, first in picture making, first in sculpture, Blow 76 prize for overall best visual art student. At this juncture, I would like to humbly invite the Honorable Headmaster of ACCRA Academy to do us the honors, to join them to do us the honors. This award goes to Master Nathaniel Kojo Entry. It's an award for Best All-Round Student sponsored by PTA. The award comes with 500 Ghana cedis cash. Atlas Pharmacy Prize in memory of Erikofi Eje Blaute 4 for Form 2 business student, perseverance and hard work, to be presented by his son, Blaubi Ejak Kwame Ado. The award comes with a book and $200. Blaubi Ejak Kwame Ado, if you are here, please join the presenters. And then we also have a Siedu Jamfi Prize for Best Form 2 business student, sponsored by Blau 74. Then we have Blau 76 prize for overall best business student. Blau 76 prize for overall best student. The award comes with a laptop. At this juncture, with all humility and a standing ovation, let us welcome this gentleman to receive the award. Okay. Master Nathaniel Kojo Entry. Thank you very much. These are very good students who listen to advice and very obedient. I believe at this juncture the parents are here to cheer him up. This will add a layer of excitement to the award. Thank you very much. Thank you, 76 year group. Blow. I would like to invite Mrs. Sylvia Letate, the headmistress of Kimbo Senior High Technical School and former assistant headmistress of Accra Academy, assistant headmistress, administration, Accra Academy, to do us the honors.
Appreciation to staff on transfer.
Yeah.
Appreciation to staff on transfer.
To staff.
Like this.
Okay. Yes. Appreciation to staff on transfer. The transferee gets citation and cash amount. Madam Bridget Beidu, kitchen staff. We are inviting Madam Bridget Beidu, kitchen staff, to receive this award. The next one is Madam Pearl Agoto, former councillor of Accra Academy and now assistant headmistress of Bochano SHS. Next, Madam Elizabeth Asari, former integrated science teacher of Accra Academy. She's coming. Let's give it to them. 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 The next one goes to Madam Sarah Chunukwu Akodia, former visual arts HOD and now assistant headmistress of St. Margaret Mary SHS. I have just been told that Madam Pearl is being supported by the honorable husband. She's coming. Thank you very much, madam. I would like to invite Madam Richard Kofi, headmistress of Nimo SHDS, to do us the honors. And I want to invite Madam Vera Apakli to receive her award. Former visual arts HOD, staff rep on the school board of governors, and now assistant headmistress of Laboni Senior High School. Let's give it to her. Let's give it to her. Next, Mr. Inusa Abdullahi, former HOD of Hypers Department and now Greater Accra Regional Sports Coordinator. The next one goes to Mr. Solomon Lomote, former Home Master, former Mathematics HOD, and now Assistant Headmaster of Odogono Senior High School. Let's give it to him. Give him fans, give him fans, give him fans, give him fans, give him fans. As he works majestically to receive his awards. Blau B what? Blau B 1974. Sorry, 1984. Sorry. 1994. Sorry, pardon me. 1994. Because I am super excited. That is why I am making a mistake. 1984. Give it to him, give it to him, give it to him.
One by one,
Thank you very much, madam. I would like to invite Reverend Divine Agbobo, headmaster of Ajingodoku Senior High School, to do us the honors. Appreciation to retired staff. Each retiree gets a citation, a cash amount, and half piece of GTP cloth. And the first one goes to Madam Doris K2, ACCRA staff. The next one goes to Mr. Godwin Atayaboa, former school accountant. The first one. The first one. Okay. Madam Doris Ketu, the ACCRA staff, is now receiving her award. Let's give it to her. The next one goes to Mr. Takwa Bandi, Hypers Department. Mr. Takwa, a sportsman. Give him fun, 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 give him fun. The next one goes to Mr. Frank Kojo Femavo, former mathematics teacher in the mathematics department. Mr. Femavo. The next one goes to Mr. Thomas Abonsa Dodu, former HOD Agri Department. So give it to him, give it to him, give it to him, it's not coming. And he's being supported by the wife, a beautiful wife, who is behind him. And behind every successful man, there is what? A successful woman. So let's give it to them as they receive their awards. At this juncture, thank you very much, sir. We humbly invite the Honorable Headmaster of Accra Academy, the Honorable President, the guest speaker, and guest of honor to help us present the final 3 set of awards. Award for long service. award for long service. This award goes to Mr. Paul Philip Damali. Mr. Damali has been teaching in the Accra Academy since September 1996 and is still here with us. He has rendered 3 decades of dedicated service to this great institution and he deserves our rapturous applause. Yes. He is being flanked by his colleague teachers, giving him funds, and is working majestically to receive this award. I would like all the students to applaud him. He has done very well as a teacher. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He receives a double-decker refrigerator. And a citation. Thank you very much. The next one goes to, that is the best in non-teaching staff. This award goes to Mr. Thomas Abosuk, the kitchen staff. Mr. Thomas Abosuk is the kitchen staff, very hardworking and very enterprising. Let's give it to him. You received a double-decker refrigerator and a citation. The next one is standing ovation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last award for best teaching staff. This award goes to Pastor Eric Mafu of the General Arts Department. Pastor Eric Mafu teaches government. Additionally, he is the coordinator of the Guidance and Counseling Unit, a member of the School's Chaplaincy Committee, a patron of the Scripture Union, and immediate past dining hall master. With all humility and a standing ovation, let's welcome him to receive this award. Thank you very much, Pastor Mafu, for a dedicated service. You deserve it. Let's give him fans. Thank you very much. The presentation of these awards was made by Accra Academy Awards Committee. Thank you very much.
A quadruple round of applause for the awards committee. Another one will be better. Congratulations to all the awardees, and more especially to Assistant Headmaster Academics for this good work done. A round of applause for the team. All right, a few acknowledgements. We would like to acknowledge our very own Nathan Kwabena Anoche Edisi, aka Bulare, the CEO of EIB Network. Come on, give it up for our own Boles. Salute you. And we have also George Dankwa, aka Atalutu. Oh, a round of applause for Atalutu. Fantastic. Thank you very much. And then Papa Neza Ansa is also in the house. Please, a round of applause for him. We also have Emmanuel Norte, also known as Ata Norte, Director, Urban Rose, Ghana. We have also Isaac Odro Zike and Groveland Ben Norte, all of Bleu 95. We have Joseph Kwe, Bleu 96. And then Mr. Isaac Atta Nyako, Headmaster, West Africa SHS. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Isaac Atta. Oh, please do a better one. And you want to do another one for yourself for having been sitting for all this while. You've done very well. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. Now we've gotten to one very important aspect where we do handing over of the reins of sponsorship from Bleu 94 and 95 to Bleu 96. A round of applause, please. To help us do that, Mr. Paul Kofi Yesu is going to assist us to get this thing done. Mr. Paul Kofi Yesu, Assistant Headmaster, Administration. Let's give him fans more. Kofi Yesu. That's it. Oh, boys. So we want to have the leadership of Bleu 94 and 95 and that of Bleu 96, Professor Simpson's group. I want to let you all know that this program is being telecast live on TV by Max TV, and we want to give a round of applause for them. Max TV, thank you very much. All right, so we want to have the president of 94, His Lordship Justice Nathaniel Hebo. That's right. Oh, a round of applause for senior.
Give me the thing, my speeches. Mr. Chairman, Prof. Kofi, may I seek your leave to stand on all the protocols observed and proceed accordingly as I read my commemorative speech for the 95th anniversary. For scoring 15 years in the life of an institution is not just worth commemorating, but deservingly worth celebrating. Our story represents what the collective spirit of a determined team can do to the destiny of not only a nation, but the world and humanity at large. From the previously unknown corners of Jamestown, the visionary seeds of our founders, sown in Ellen House, has for the past 95 years shaped little minds and made great men of them. In the process, building nations of men spread across the vast expanse of the world. As beneficiaries of this everlasting gift of a fountain of knowledge, we cannot but express our joy and gratitude to this dear academy of ours. Having drunk deep and gotten intoxicated with its pristine wine of wisdom, brewed in the ragged pot of discipline, self-belief, and a boisterous sense of accomplishment, and for which many of our competitors misconstrue as aggression, we have imprinted our indelible presence in all spheres of life in this country and beyond, punctuated by excellence and integrity. Today, we have come back not only to celebrate our heritage, but also to give back to the cornerstone of our success. And so, Mr. Chairman, as a token of our appreciation and recognition of the impact of ACCRA Academy on our lives, we have built and handed over to the Academy an ultra-modern 10-seater restroom to cater to the needs of convenience of patrons of our Academy on occasions like today. Mr. Chairman, on an occasion like this, the thrones of ingratitude would assume the reins of dominance and the status of recognition if we fail to appreciate those to whom honor and gratitude are due. So to God Almighty, we say thank you for bringing us this far as an institution and as a people. To our founders, we say, may your memories continually be a blessing for availing yourselves to be channels of development through whom many a child has found his rightful place in life. To management, led by the very combat, affable Mr. Ibuse, the ever-present Kofi Yesu, we say Aiko. To our young students, we say, let this be in you, that he who comes to ACCRA Academy with determination and focus never misses his way to the top. Look at the rich history of successful products of this academy and challenge yourselves to be one. To the class of 1994 whose hard work and support delivered this success, we say, you have given unto God what belongs to God. We shall give unto Caesar to what belongs to Caesar after this ceremony. Congratulations are in order. We acknowledge the invaluable commitment and support of our senior Blaobi, AVM Mensalakai, Chief of Staff, General Headquarters, Ghana, Armed Forces, Blao 86, and COP, Mr. Tekujo, Director, General Operations, Ghana Police Service, Blao 87, and the very senior ones who prefer to remain anonymous, all of whom, though not of our year group, directly and indirectly supported our cause, but could not join us today due to overriding national and other equally important commitments. We thank them for their priceless support. To our brothers who take over from us, we assure you of our support. The greatness of ACCRA Academy is our shared aspiration, and together you shall accomplish your objective, however Herculean it may appear. Finally, Mr. Chairman, we cannot allow ourselves to be deluded into believing that our joys are complete when our numbers are not. We pause to remember our brothers who have taken the lead to be at home with the Lord. And just this morning, one of our mates, Abu Karim, was laid to rest. We say to them, it is but a momentary separation. In due season, we shall all be united. We wish ACCRA Academy many more years of outstanding progress and success, maintaining and enhancing the production line of great men who would be rather than seem to be. Thank you all, and God bless us.
So at this moment, the year groups will be in front of the podium. The headmaster will be there, and then the 96-year group that is taking over from them, they will also be there. Let's give it to them once again. So please, you go down. Clap for them as they come down. Boys, your duty is to clap. So let me see you clapping. '94, '95, your reps. The cadets will bring you the reins of sponsorship. Everybody should come because you don't have the numbers, so come. The 94, 95 on my right side, good. The headmaster will be in the middle. Then 96, professor and your team will also be at the left side. So please, you make way for the cadet to bring the reins of sponsorship. Cadet, take over.
So the reins of sponsorship is being handed over, given to the year that sponsored this year's speech and prize giving day, 94, 95 year groups. We just want to remind our genius that it is a battle of planning, financing, and a project. Already 94, 95, and 96, we have committed ourselves to put up a 3-story, 18-unit classroom block. In addition to finding money for organizing the speech day. 12 months from today is not too far away. Prof. Simpson and your group, I assure you, you can do it. Headmaster, you saw us through. We ask that work with them. Be nice and make them happy to do this work. On that note, we hand over the reins of the work to you. Thank you so much, 94, 95, for what you have done. Headmaster has received, and now he is also going to hand over to 96. So Professor Simpson and his team, it's your turn. When you receive, give us the assurance that you are going to do wonderful, performing better than what we saw this year. Thank you so much. Prof.
ACCRA. 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 We certainly commit that just as we learned from academy many years ago, not to learn for ourselves, but to learn for life, and also to serve others, we wholeheartedly commit to this endeavor, and we know that we have every member of the Bleobi fraternity to join us to bring to fruition this big and big legacy project. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you, Prof. The way Prof spoke, meaning at meetings you come in your numbers. The meetings that we started, he was only one representing you. So today when I said he should bring his rep, okay, you see, you are giving me the numbers. Don't worry about that. We live to see. Thank you so much. Boys, give it to them as they go back to their seats. Clap for them, clap for them. Clap for them. They've done well. 94, 96, we thank you. 95, we thank you so much. And 96, we are looking forward to see beautiful things coming the way of ACCRA Academy from your end.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kofi Yesu. Thank you very much. A quadruple round of applause for ourselves. And we have Ni Abose
president of our 94-year group, Dr. Ibrahim Bedi. He was the director internal audit at University of Ghana, but he passed away before his lordship, Nathaniel Hebgo, took over as our president. Please, just a minute of silence. Let's remember this, in fact, he put the team together. He put this group together. This group was... okay. So in fact, he put this group together. I mean, he was calling us at the time I was in UK. He called me. He said, Willie, we want to put together our year group to do something for our school. Also, there's one teacher here, Madame Monka, who also passed away. We want you to also remember her in a minute. Sorry. May the departed souls of our beloved rest in peace. Thank you very much. Yes. You know, I am so relieved this afternoon as I was sitting here when we pass on the mantle to 96-year group. I said, do it. Because for the past 2 years, past 3 years, it has not been easy for our year group. Meetings, arguments, mobilizing resources. See, Paulo will be harassing you here and there. Our president, in fact, pressure on us. But today, we've made it. 94-year group, 95-year group. You need to actually clap for yourselves. You've done a great job. You've done a great job. You know, as a teacher, if I don't take care, I will start talking to the next hour. But I give myself 1 minute, I promise. Yeah, so we've listened to a number of speeches. The headmaster, the board chairman, the headmaster, our guest of honor. But you know, when the guest of honor was talking, it kept me thinking about the way we've decimated our tradition, our culture, our values, our names. I've met thousands of Indians and taught them. Almost everybody. I've only met one Indian who was called Thomas. The rest, they have their traditional names. They were also colonized by Britain. But when my brother was given a full local name, I remember in the Catholic Church, the Reverend Father says, no, we have Brofudin here, the Peter Beckham. So Chinchana, your friend Peter. But my father didn't want to give him any Abrofudin. But we had to add Peter. Other than that, the Reverend Father will not do the need for the baptism. So he had to add Peter. He grew up and changed it to Nicholas anyway. But they are all still Catholic saints.